friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another review of Love After Lockup. I'm not going to keep y'all. I am not going to keep you all, child, because honey, nothing happened last night. Nothing at all, but I'm here. Now, let's talk about Brittany and Ray. Let's get her out the way. Brittany is on her way to Ray's parents' house, so they all can go together to pick up Ray. Brittany's real interesting, isn't she? She is interested to me. Can you imagine meeting your boyfriend's parents for the first time to go pick up your boyfriend from prison? That ain't awkward at all. It ain't awkward one bit, child. Brittany got his things. I think she had some clothing. She done bought him a cell phone. She done got the number. She done got the tracking number. She done put the passcode in there. She said, I expect to hear from him every day, 25 times a day. I mean, I may have a little bit of insecurity, because see, he busted me one time. See, I told him I was going to be somewhere, and child, I wasn't there, child. So she has a little bit of some security. So she's on her way to the parents' house. Now, when she gets to the parents' house, it's this big, lovely house, honey. I said, ooh, honey, Ray's parents doing well for themselves. Now, Brittany, she was confused because, see, what Ray has been telling her is that apparently his parents was having some financial issues. Ray, is that what you've been telling Brittany? That your parents is having financial issues? Brittany's confused by that. Brittany, why do you think Ray is telling you that his parents is having financial issues? Follow me, friends. Maybe Ray is telling Brittany that because maybe Brittany can give him some money. A little bit more money. See, his parents don't have to give him money. They probably do. But I'm sure Brittany, after hearing this sob story about how his parents are po-po, they broke, they in debt. My parents just can't afford to give me them honey buns and them oodles or noodles no more. Brittany, my parents just can't do it. How about you? So she meets the stepmom, the dad, and the grandmother. They seem like lovely people, honey. They even made up some shirts. Honey, they're family reunion shirts. Honey, you know how black folks do it, child. I know mine do. You know, the family reunions, child, you got your family name, and most of them have like a tree. And for some reason, they always one size too tight. I'm like, now I order extra large. Why does this look like a medium? Child, bye. So they got on their family reunion shirts, honey, talking about welcome home, Ray. Brittany says that, you know, she thought that she was going to pick up Ray by herself. She didn't know the whole family was coming. She done got a rental vehicle. The daddy is like, listen, I'm going to drive. She felt some type of way about that. She thought her and Ray was going to go get something to eat, get a hotel room, get a back blown out. See, she can't be doing all that with Mom and Pa Kettle up in the mix. So they get to the prison, or they get to a bus station. That's what it is, to pick up Ray. She said, I expect Ray to hug me first. See, not his daddy, not his grandma who he close with, and not his stepmama, Brittany. Boy, Brittany, you are spoiled. See, I expect Ray to hug me. So Ray, he gets out of the prison van. He's walking around, going inside here, going outside here. And then he gets back in the van and they drive off. Brittany says, I'm confused. What is going on? Child, bye. Bye. So Brittany didn't get that hug. She didn't get that kiss. She didn't get nothing. Ray, he went back in the van, and I don't know what's going to happen next week. Let's move on, child. Yo, let's talk about Senile Stan with that dead rat on his head. Senile Stan walking around with those wigs. Honey, for $1,300, you better walk around with those wigs. Now see, the Sasters. The Sass family told me, honey, them wigs ain't number $35.99. And Chandra, honey, that did a little okey doke. See, the Sassers told me in the comments that you can't smoke around those wigs, honey, or they will go up in flames. Don't strike a match near those plastic synthetic wigs, honey. Honey, those are one-time use. $35.99. But see now Stan, he don't know no better. Chandra said, I see a sucker coming. You know, she got on that phone and said, girl, guess what? Some old white man came up in here, child. He dated some inmate. Honey, I done got $1,300 on him. I ain't mad at you, Chandra, at the wig and supply company. I ain't mad at you whatsoever. So Stan's friend come over. His homeboy, you know, from Shady Pines, come over. They're sitting down and they're talking. And of course, his homeboy, honey, he is skeptical. He's like, I don't know what's going on with my friend. Okay? He is going to be in a world of hurt, honey. This girl ain't no camp. So, his boo calls, y'all, I can't think of her name right now, child. You have a collect call from a correctional facility. Hey, honey, how you? I'm good. I'm just here reading the Bible. Is that right? You just sitting there reading the Bible. Okay, girl. Get in God's word, honey. So see now Stan bring up that brother, you know, the one that thought he was in cops. Honey, he done went on a high-speed chase. He done went through 10 spike sticks. I said, what? 10? Now, I find that a little hard to believe. You done went through 10 spikes? Oh, okay. What car are you driving? So she was like, listen, I don't have any contact with him, and maybe he should just sit in there. Okay? Because I'm tired of it. I know how it is. Because, see, this is my 7th time. So I know, maybe he just need to just, you know, stay in there. So he was like, well, you know, it sounds like that's a good idea. See now Stan says that he feels like that her criminal family is a burden to her. They putting all their stuff on her shoulders. See now Stan, she's part of this criminal family. You do know that, right? You do know that. So, of course, his friend is like, Lord, have mercy. Am I hearing this right? That sounds like a movie. He come talking about her maiden name and what name she gonna use when she get out of prison. She said, well, you know, my maiden name don't have no felony, so I'll probably use that. So, his homeboy still looking confused. Then we come find out that she's married. Twice. So senile Stan proceeds to say that she's married. That's one. And she got married again, but see, she thought that she had divorced the other dude. But honey, they don't know. She didn't bother to really look into it. So this heifer is probably married, child, twice. And so, see now Stan said, child, don't even worry about it, okay? That's what lawyers are for. And his friend was like, oh, you knowing on the inside of your jaw, you a whole fool. See, that thing that is rotting on the top of your head is seeping through your brain. What is wrong with you? See, that's what his homeboy from Shady Pine is thinking. This girl taking advantage of you. She using you. And then see now Stan said those fatal words. How can she take advantage of me? She's in prison. I tell you, the more you know. See downstairs? I'm going to need for you to look at the ID channel, child. That's what you need to do. You got this woman on your wheel, honey. She done got 2 husbands, child. She got a criminal family, criminal past. ID channel stand. Lost his mind. Let's move on. Let's talk about Courtney and what's her man's name? Josh. They still up in that bed, honey. They done did their just due, honey. They done cracked that back. Guess who else is in that bed with them? Them dogs. I bet you them dogs did not even leave that bed while they were soiling it. All them dogs up in that bed with that dog saliva, dog hair, they didn't care. They was just rolling around in it. How much you want to bet they still ain't washed those sheets? How much you want to bet? So they are loving each other, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. He come talk about, child, that's the best I ever had, honey. He come talk about, ooh, it felt so good. And honey, they both seemed excited. And they both seemed like they loved it. Honey, you like it, I love it. So it's time to cook a meal. And what did she have? Some steak and some gravy. And she cooked something else. I don't know what was it, potatoes? So they're sitting there talking. And Courtney, honey, Courtney says, you know what? I don't regret what I did. I don't regret falling in love with him because I really do feel like he loves me. But one thing for sure is I was a fantastic correctional officer. I was a great correctional officer. I moved up in the ranks real quick. That's how good I was. And I do miss it. But see, I risked it all for Josh. I risked it all. And then here comes the waterworks, honey. Courtney said even at a young age, I've had a hard life. She suffered some abuse. Honey, Courtney been crying her whole life. And I got a feeling she's going to continue to be crying because, honey, I don't think Josh is it. Josh, he's talking about how, you know, he's happy that he's out. He's happy he's with Courtney. You know, Courtney, you know, lost her job because of him. But he's going to prove to her that what she did is not unwarranted, honey. He is in it to win it. Courtney, I hope you know what you done got yourself into, child. I just cannot imagine risking or losing my job for an inmate. I just cannot imagine that. But hey, we here, and so is Courtney and her bag of tears. Let's move on. Dante and Nicole finally got into that car that's leaning to the left, child. And so she's out. And she is paroled to her mom's house. So Dante is on his way to take her home. But of course, he has a bag of treats. Look in the back, baby. I got something for you. See that $1,000 that's shoved in your bra? I got you some more stuff. This is for me. So of course, she grabbed them bag of goodies, honey. What she pull out? Some drawers, honey. Lingerie. She said, what is this? Red flag, Dante. He said, what do you mean? She says, I mean, I'll wear it, but... He said, oh, I know you gonna wear it. He said, I want to see you in it. I'm going to be touching and feeling on you with you wearing it. She said, I know the devil is a lie. She says, I have anxiety. Red flag number 2, Dante. She said she's done been in prison for 4 years. She ain't had none of that good stuff in 4 years. Ain't nobody touched her in prison for 4 years, not even a hug. She says that I've talked to him about it. No touchy, feely. I have anxiety. See, my nerves get shot if a piece of a penis come my way. Especially yours, Dante. See, the only thing I want flapping in my face is those dollar bills. See, that's all I want. gonna get any because her nerves are bad and she got anxiety. Honey, his eyes was dancing. Did y'all see his eyes? Honey, that eye from right here went over here. He said, I've been celibate for 1.5 years. I mean, I need something. Honey, you better get that torso out the dishwasher. That's what you do. Red flags all over the place. Them red flags is hitting Dante square in his forehead. So, he drops off his boo, 1.5 years, no booty. So, of course, she collects her items. Okay? Inside she goes. She done showered up and she on the bed on the phone that I'm assuming he got her. Talking to somebody else. Her nerves didn't seem sharp when she was talking about come pick me up, I'm out. She didn't seem like she had anxiety then, child. She seemed real comfortable. Dante, your homeboy tried to tell you. Dante, your mama and your brother tried to tell you. A hard head makes a soft, what y'all? A hard head makes a soft butt. Let's move on. All right, last and certainly least, y'all. Let's talk about Rachel and Doug, honey. It's time for Doug to get out. He told Rachel to wear a conservative dress with no panties. When I tell you Rachel followed that lead, I said, Rachel, what kind of... Honey, Rachel looked like she got on a Sunday go-to-meeting dress. I said, girl. She said, well, you know, I don't dress up that much, but you know, I want to put on this dress, honey, that I done got from somebody's Goodwill. And she got on her Amish roach stomping shoes, honey. But before she got all cutesy, she had to pack up everything. I said, how long y'all gonna be in the hotel? Honey, she done packed up all her life. She made sure she got those 25 pounds of bologna. I said, she said she got the boobs, the bologna, and the beer, honey. And she done shoved everything in the back of that Cadillac. Rachel, you got a nice ride. You got a nice ride. See, that youngin is with her mom. And she says, honey, we're about to tear this hotel room up. Do you hear me? I ain't got to worry about no youngin. He is going to turn me inside out. Flip, dip, rub it down. I ain't even mad at that child. Go crack that back. But she had to talk to his parole officer. Parole officer said, okay, he can be free between 8 to 5, you know, working days. But on the weekend, he locked down. He better not go nowhere. And I'm talking about nowhere. He better not even go in his front yard. 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. See, those are prime times for him to try to fill out an application. So she was like, cool. So she is talking to Doug. She's on her way to pick him up. Here's Doug, being so defensive already. He ain't even out of prison, and he already making demands. Talking about, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I don't like that. I don't like my parole officer. I want a new parole officer. She was like, it's temporary. Shut the F up. Okay, you better be easy and calm with it. Or if you get a new parole officer, they may be a douchebag. He was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Oh my God. So she gets there and she says she's decided. She said that she knows that Doug is the one. She don't feel like that Doug is using her. She don't feel like that Doug is, going to mistreat her in any way, that her and Doug is going to live happy, healthy lives together. Good for you. So she gets there. Here comes Doug, honey, with the man bun, child. Kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. He said that he'd been in jail since he was 17, in and out of jail. He said that while people were sleeping, he'll be a cat burglar. He'll just wipe out everything in the house while the people are asleep. I said, Lord, have mercy. So he got over 5 years for that, I do believe. He was out 40 days when there was this big shootout. Everybody pointed the finger at him. He did it. He did it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. It was Doug. So Doug went up the road, y'all, for years. He's out. He's happy to be out. He's happy to be in Rachel's arms, and that's that on that. Y'all, when I tell you he used that card and cut open that cold bologna, I said, you couldn't even wait? Honey did it right there in the parking lot. Done cut the bologna with a card. That's it, y'all. That's it. Did I miss anybody? Honey, this episode wasn't up to, Paul. But if I did miss anybody, oh well, tell me down below, y'all. Tell me down below. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends. Bye!